Have you ever heard of Skull and Bones? It's this super old, highly secretive society at Yale. My high school, a boarding school in New Jersey, has its own secret club. It's called the Society of Eight, and mostly its members do nice things for other students, like leaving candy in every mailbox for Valentine's Day or sending a care package to a sick student. Its members were always popular kids, student government leaders, athletes, the kind of people who underclassmen look up to and teachers respect. On graduation day, everyone would pay close attention to the seniors crossing the stage. If one of them slipped a playing card, one of the eights, to the headmaster, that person had been in the society. You had to watch for that brief, discreet reveal, though sometimes members were a little more obvious, decorating their caps with a number 8. I always wanted to be tapped to join the exclusive Society of Eight. And as my senior year drew closer, I envisioned being pulled from my bed under cover of night by masked figures who would whisk me off to some secluded spot for a weird, time-honored initiation ritual. Yeah, I wanted to join the society for all the noble reasons: doing good deeds, making younger kids feel more included in the community, spreading happiness around campus. But I also wanted the attention. I craved that highly anticipated reveal at the end of the year. Everyone would look at me in shock and whisper to each other, "Lauren was in the society. Can you believe it? I never would have guessed." As we went off to our respective colleges, I'd be remembered as Lauren Landau, super cool secret agent do-gooder girl, instead of Lauren Landau, obnoxiously loud newspaper editor who didn't always wear shoes. So one day early in my senior year, I have a private study room to myself until Braden walks in. Braden loves to flaunt his family's wealth, and I despise him. Uninvited, he plunks himself down and suddenly, very seriously, traces a figure 8 on the table with his finger. What? He gets up and he writes on the whiteboard, "Society of Eight?" Well, I'm now so excited that I temporarily forget how much I can't stand him. I can pretend to like Braden for a year. I enthusiastically accept, and he says, "Great, now we just need to pick 6 more people." He didn't already know, but he assured me this is how it works. Fair enough. Homework long forgotten, we race back to my dorm room and grab my copy of the student directory. As we flip past the photos of our 150 fellow seniors, we try to pick the people who we think are the right fit. We want people who are cool, outgoing, friendly, involved, but not too cool. We don't want to pick anyone obvious. What about Steve Harrison? No, he does too much already. Dana McDowell? Are you kidding? She'll spill the beans in a minute. We eventually agree on 6 other people, make our moves, and of course all accept. Over the next few months, we do little things here and there, but I never really feel confident that we know what we're doing. There was always this vague sense like we should be doing more. I just always imagined that being in the society would be more demanding. Maybe there would be robes, a chant in Latin. This kind of felt like we were making it up as we went along. So we'd be a lame duck, low-energy year. We were still the Society of Eight. And we did do some bigger things. I remember hiding in a bathroom, painting an 8-ball on a banner for Spirit Week. We predict our team will win the big game. Love the Society of Eight. Braden helped me find a place to hang it up, and we later heard chatter about a second banner. I couldn't figure out who in the group had made the extra, but I was just glad they were getting involved, since usually the other members didn't do much. Maybe I'd made a mistake in recruitment. You know, maybe I should have tapped those more obvious leaders. Oh well. So after months of hard work, okay, not that hard, the big day had finally arrived. On graduation morning, we taped our paper 8s to our caps, we took a group photo together, and I felt so badass as I got in line with the rest of my class, preparing for commencement, and to finally reveal my identity. I'd waited for this moment for close to an entire year. The glory. It was all about to be mine. Then Cassandra, queen of the mean girls, comes over. "What do you think you're doing?" Getting in line to graduate." "No, your cap. Are you pretending to be in the Society of Eight?" Why would you do that? Clearly, she doesn't believe I'm cool enough to be in the society, which is understandable, but false. So I'm explaining to Cassandra that, believe it or not, I am in the society, thank you very much, when our class president walks over. And he starts asking me these really pointed questions. What's your joining process? What's the Society of Eight's mission statement? Who's your faculty advisor? Crap. A faculty advisor. Of course there should be a faculty advisor. Why would our prep school let a bunch of teenagers run around doing secretive stuff completely unsupervised? Mortified, I realized that Braden had clearly lied to me. I started to hear whispers, but not the kind I'd been hoping for. Second Society of Eight? There's a fake society! Oh my God! Who would do that? I ripped the 8 off my cap and I raced through the crowd of seniors to find the rest of the gang and break the news. There really isn't any time to explain, which is a blessing. All I say is, hey, so it turns out we're not in the society. So yeah, I'd take that 8 off now. And there's definitely no time to find Braden. Though with my entire family there for what's supposed to be the biggest day of my high school career, I'm really not trying to cause a scene. I'm also still processing this unexpected and unfortunate turn of events. During the ceremony, I look on with a mixture of envy and resentment as the real members of the Society of Eight cross the stage. And I can't help but notice that some of those people I'd passed over in September for being too obvious a pick, like the student body president, were members of the real society. I never confronted Braden. I blame myself for believing him when it should have been pretty obvious. So, yeah, it was crushing, but I emerged more skeptical and thus a better reporter. In journalism school, our professors taught us to trust, but verify. Thanks to Braden, I had that lesson covered.
Everybody in this party shining like Illuminati. It's like everybody in this party shining.